Two Nigerians have been arrested in Ashaiman Circuit Court, jailed for 18 months for young men, and now the judge has sentenced them to 18 months in jail. And the prosecutor prosecuting the case was very emphatic that the judge should give them even harsher sentences because these things give Ghana a bad reputation, for that matter, the entire Africa.
So please, the immigration service, the security agencies, do your job well. Provide security for Ghanaians because it is the utmost important before any other thing.
Exactly. Ghana comes first before any other thing. We all have to put hands together to protect our beloved motherland Ghana from any atrocity. 2 Nigerians are being arrested in Ghana for bringing their fellow Nigerians to traffic them in Ghana. Nigeria, what is the color of our problem? Meanwhile, let's take a look at the video, seeing the full details of what happened to these Nigerians, and other Nigerians also throw more light on it. And please do not forget to like the video, share and subscribe.
2 Nigerians have been arrested in Ashaiman Circuit Court, jailed for 18 months for trafficking their own Nigerian brothers from Nigeria, bringing them to Ghana, confining them in a room, giving them a bunch of computers to do romance scam. They call it Yahoo Yahoo in Nigeria. And if these young men don't bring money, they beat them up, they starve them, and they confine them, almost like imprison them in the room. So one of them escaped and reported the matter to the police, and the police took them, after investigation, took the matter to court after charging these 2 young men. And now the judge has sentenced them to 18 months in jail. And the prosecutor prosecuting the case was very emphatic that the judge should give them even harsher sentences because these things give Ghana a bad reputation, for that matter, the entire Africa. Now, I remember the last time I did a case about the Nigerians who were arrested by FBI in Ghana for kidnapping an American and using her ATM card, her bank card, to withdraw money from her Bank of America account. There were Nigerians who were in the comment section said, "Oh, it's not true." It's true. This was a court case, and this again is another court case. This one happened in Ashaiman. So the prosecutors were saying that they trafficked their own Nigerian brothers. Previously, they were using Ghanaians, but now they are trafficking their own Nigerian brothers from Nigeria to Ghana, force them to do Yahoo Yahoo, and if they fail to bring money, this is what they do to them. So according to the prosecutor, they wanted the judge to give them a very hard sentence. That's why they were saying that the judge should use the sentence to send a message to other people that Ghana will not tolerate, whether you are Ghanaian or you are Nigerian or you are whoever, they will not tolerate this. You remember recently there's a case of this Nigerian young entrepreneur who does fish business, who was kidnapped and unalived. He was just one. These gentlemen would have done the same thing to these boys. And thank God one of them managed to escape and went to report the case. Prosecutor who was prosecuting the case said the young men were beaten, they were starved, and they were confined in the room for failing to generate funds. Until one of them, Utungwa, he escaped and reported the case to the police, and the police went, stormed the place where he showed the police and arrested them and then prosecuted them. They pleaded guilty. They themselves pleaded guilty to doing Yahoo Yahoo and trafficking these their brothers from Nigeria to Ghana to do Yahoo Yahoo, beating them and starving them. So now they are all going to jail for 18 months. The charges that they gave them was unauthorized crossing of the border and dealing in Yahoo Yahoo, which is a cyber crime in Ghana.
Some Ghanaians have protested against Nigerians for allegedly engaging in mass prostitution, ritual killings in their country. Hold on, let me even just take a detour. This morning I saw a video of one Nigerian guy who was being interviewed by someone seen faces but heard voices, and the interrogation was around the fact that he had sold some women to Libya, and of course the assumption is that he certainly sold them into prostitution.
I never knew I would one day leave Nigeria for another country, but the moment I got to England, I discovered that we Nigerians, we are not good people. That is the truth. Take it from me. You see all the references you make about the videos you watch about the Ghanaian lady and all the protests. I've seen those videos. And to be honest, those guys, they are not far from the truth. The place where I work, if you work with a fellow Nigerian, they will make the work a living hell for you. But when you work with people from other nations, you see the cooperation between them. You see the love within them. Nigerians cannot cohabit in one space. I don't know what is wrong with us, but I think it's a fundamental problem. So from my experience so far, I tell you the truth. If you see a Nigerian as a Nigerian living outside,
Wow.
if you want to stay away from trouble, stay away from that Nigeria. And I won't lie to you, that's how I've been living for the past 5 years. Because when you draw them close as Nigeria, you put yourself in a big problem.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my summation.
Security situation in Ghana, what is happening?
Nigerian national called Mohammed Ogbonna has been sentenced to 12 months in prison by the Tema Circuit Court for attempting to unlawfully acquire a Ghanaian passport. Not just 12 months in prison, but 12 months with hard labor. Using the alias Mohammed Al-Hassan, Ogbonna claimed that he was born in the Tema General Hospital. But investigations proved that he was actually born in the Enugu state in Nigeria. He obtained the fake Ghanaian birth certificate to acquire a Ghana card, and now he's trying to get a passport to travel to the UK. He was arrested on the June 16th, 2025 at the Tema Passport Application Center after the officials questioned his nationality. The presiding judge, Benedicta Enchi, handed him so many fines totaling to 10,200 Ghana cedis, alongside with 12 months in jail with hard labor. All sentences happening concurrently. Oh, and that's not all. He had also entered Ghana illegally, bypassing all the checkpoints in the Aplao border. Prosecutors say that this case should serve as a warning to all others who try to falsify documents to enter the country, and all who try to falsify identity for illegal gains. Justice has been served. Know that Ghana clamps on identity fraud.
We say well done, but honestly, that's not enough. It is not enough to arrest him and then jail him. No. How did he come by those documents? Who facilitated those documents? They are Ghanaians. So look for those people, arrest them too, because they facilitated it. You understand? A foreigner cannot just come into the country and obtain documents just like that. It is Ghanaians who facilitated, who forged those documents for him or her. So please, the immigration service, the security agencies, do your job well. It is not enough arresting foreigners who hold those documents. Arrest those who forged those documents for those foreigners. The foreigners only come with their money. They only pay their monies to Ghanaians to fake those documents for them. Arrest those Ghanaians involved in those heinous crimes. And let me call on the Interior Minister. The security situation in Ghana is becoming somehow out of control. There and now you hear reports of kidnapping, reports of people being unalived. It's now becoming rampant in Ghana. And I overheard the minority calling on the Minister of Finance to adequately fund the Interior Ministry and then the Ministry of Defense. If the Interior Ministry and the Defense Ministry are not being funded adequately, they should come out and say it publicly so that Ghanaians will call on the Finance Minister to fund these two key ministries adequately. Because the prime and the primary objective and the primary duty of every government is to provide first security for its people before any other thing. So, let's hear from the two key ministries. If they're not being funded adequately, Ghanaians will cry and call on government, especially the Ministry of Finance, to finance them, give them adequate finance, give them adequate funds to be able to supervise and provide security for Ghanaians, because it is the utmost important before any other thing.
Fellow brothers and sisters, it's in our notice now that a lot of people from Ghana will start calling some of our brothers and sisters in Nigeria, telling them to come over, that there is work in Ghana, both for the male and then female, that there is a work that pays heavily. When they finally arrive Ghana, more especially for the men, they will dump them in a hotel and then ask them to pay some certain amount for them to be able to process a job for them. Saying such fellow is already in Ghana here and then come to in a hotel, such fellow will be making calls to Nigeria everywhere to hustle money and then make sure he gets that very work. At the end of the day, when you finally get the money, give the agent. Within 3 to 4, 5 days, you won't be hearing from that agent anymore. Now he calls our attention. Now you there in Nigeria, listen attentively. I'm in Ghana, that is why I'm saying all these things. These cases are, let me not take it too far. We have over hundreds of such cases as I'm talking to you now, even previously. There is no work, there is no job in Ghana. Ghana is not America, Ghana is not Europe. There is no factory here. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of Ghanaians in the street that has no work as I'm talking to you now. There are many Ghanaians, I mean the indigenous people in the land, that are not doing any work. That work over here is not even due for Ghanaians, let alone Nigerians. There is no work in Ghana. Nobody should deceive you anymore. Say, bring 800,000 naira, bring 1 million naira. They will secure a job for you in Ghana. There is nothing like that. Share this video. A lot of people have been doomed for this same reason. There is no work in Ghana. A lot of people, our Nigerian brothers are really suffering in Ghana here. Many of them are suffering in Ghana here. You know, this sometime I will bring some of them online. I'll bring some of them on my page here. You watch them. There is no work here in Ghana. Now to our ladies, to our female, they will come deceive our females, more especially underage girls. You see, like 13 years, 14, 15, 17. They tell them, let's go to Ghana. When you get there, you are going to serve in a restaurant. You are going to serve in a beer parlor. You are going to work as a hairdresser or cleaner. It's a lie. It's a lie. Share this video. It's a lie. There is no such thing in Ghana. They are all deceiving you, girl, bringing you here for Akuna. Do you know what is Akuna? Olosho. 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 They will only bring you here for prostitution if you don't know. I wonder we are parents. I wonder we are parents that has a daughter of 13 years, 14 years, 15 years. I wonder we are such parents will be when they will take the daughter away. And then promise her heaven and earth in Ghana. There is no job for, more especially Nigerians, the youth. There is no job for you guys in Ghana here. It's only for prostitution. For the ladies. You guys, there is no company that made it open. That they are just deceiving you for prostitution. Be aware. Be aware. If anybody tell you, if any lady tell you, oh, I'm in Ghana, I'm doing well in Ghana, is a lie. Is a lie. Out of 100 ladies in Ghana, I mean the single ones, out of 100 single ladies in Ghana is only 3 out of 100. 3. I said 3. 1, 2, 3. So the other 97 is on the streets. Be aware. Be careful. I haven't seen any female in Nigeria that owns a very big restaurant that is booming like that to the point of employing people from Nigeria. There is none. I'm in Ghana. There is no any Nigerian lady that has a very big, what is it called, hairdressing salon in Ghana that is big enough to start employing people from Nigeria. There is none. And what if they do now? They are bringing you here for, they are just bringing you here for akuna, olosho work, prostitution. Hear it now.
I pray that before Nigerians wake up, before Nigerian youths wake up to take back their country, it will not be too late. Why am I saying this? The loan strategy of always taking loans has been constant, and they don't pay back in money. These Nigerian politicians, they don't pay back in cash. They pay back with the country's resources. Now, Nigerians don't have resources. We've given it out, all out to the people who've been collecting loans from the IMF, the World Bank, and all those lenders. So currently we're just floating. We are called Nigerians with no resources. That's why you see lots of African countries, they are very, very, very poor. Why? Because the leaders, They take loan and they give back, or they give out the country's resources. So there's nothing left for the people. It keeps happening day after day, term after term. Different political administration comes, they take loan, they use it for their personal gain. Most of this, in short, all these politicians you're seeing, especially in Nigeria, they've amassed so much wealth that they don't need, their 10th generation don't need to lack money. They've kept it somewhere while the common man in Nigeria suffers. So I tell people there is no politician that is coming to save you. All of them are the same. Nigerians need to take back their country. Nigerians seriously need to take back their country. We should bring someone that is able to take back our country, because we don't have anything left. Nigerians will be poor for the longest. Forget all those election promises you have made. All are lies. Which of them are true, have come true before? None. They promised us that there will be light electricity for since almost 40 years ago. But still the same thing. It has not changed. The politicians, they are all the same. None of them wants the progress of Nigeria. They are planning for 2027. But we are still in the middle of 2025. You can see it's not about the people, it's about them. Don't believe any of them. And some of the things that they use for Nigerians, the religious and tribalism and all those stuff that they use for Nigeria, you guys need to wake up. Those tools that they use in destroying the country needs to stop. First of all, we must understand how it became a country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a British business. After the Berlin Conference in 1885, that the British now owned Nigeria. They now named it what they want to name it. They didn't name it because they want to protect the people. They named it because for their own reasons. They named Nigeria for their own reasons. It wasn't for anything about Nigeria. They just put Nigerians together so that we'll be bringing raw materials for them so that they'll be using. That was the basic idea of creating a country called Nigeria, and it's still the same thing today. Forget all the national anthem you hear, forget all the political structure. The country is for the Western vultures and the wicked political leaders. That's it. There's no, the masses don't have a part in it, you know. In 2025, we're still talking about electricity, road, lights, things that are basic in Europe. And we have the wealth in Africa. Come on. So Nigeria needs to wake up. This cannot continue. Taking loans for their personal gains, it cannot continue.
It keep amazing me when I see Nigerians leader keep taking loans every day, but still there is no change in the country. There is no security in the country. There is no 24 hours electricity in the country. There is no good healthcare system, educational. In fact, name it. There's nothing working well. At least we should be known for one thing that is working well in our country. There's nothing, but still every day you keep seeing Nigerians leader keep taking loan. I hope and I pray one day Nigerians youth should wake up and we should fight for our country. If not, you see these leaders, they are not ready to face Nigeria. And for the two Nigerians who were caught trafficking their fellow Nigerians to Ghana, this is becoming too much. You see some ladies, they will traffic ladies, adolescent ladies, to come to do prostitution in Ghana. And you see the guys too, they will go to Nigeria, bring some young boys, keep them in one room, 10, 20 of young boys, all in the name of they want to do yahoo, do fraud, do kidnapping in Ghana. It's time, like I said before, the Ghana immigration, the border, they should tighten the borders. Do not allow these Nigerians who do not have even documents, even ECOWAS passport, which you can use to come to Ghana to stay for 90 days. They don't even have it. For some reason, they find themselves in Ghana. And also, Nigerians living in Ghana, we that are living in Ghana, we still need to help, because Nigerians live among themselves. Some Nigerians who are good in Ghana also know the bad ones. We should also help to send information to report them to the police. If you're a Nigerian living in Ghana and you see any Nigerians who are not doing the right thing, please report him to the police, because we need to also help the Ghana police. But at the same time, it's just my opinion. I would love to see your comments on the comment section of what you also think of the video. And please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, do me well by liking the video, and don't forget to share so that more people can see the video. And please, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, my name is Natural African Girl. Please do not make it your last by subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.